Hey guys, it's Chris here, and believe it or not, I am back with another Keepin' It Real video. So if you would like to know what I'm keeping it real about, keep on watching. Alright guys, this is a very personal topic as of lately. I woke up this morning to two sisters in the hospital. So we needed to pick up one of my sisters after a procedure. We went into the hospital, went into the procedure area, and I informed them of why I was there and who I was there to pick up. And my husband had come in with Ralphie, and the volunteer, there was an employee behind the desk and a volunteer who takes you back to your loved one or who you're there with. She went ahead and to take us back, and pretty soon I see her look back for a minute, and she goes, "Oh, the dog isn't allowed back here." And my husband, who so calmly, I was already heated up, but he was so calm, and he said, "Actually, that's against the law. He's my service dog, and he is allowed back there." He said, "Are we going to an operating room?" And the lady goes, "No." He said, "Well, are we going to where there's are we going to a burn unit?" Or she goes, "No, just the room that she wakes up in." He said, "Okay then. My service dog is allowed anywhere. Anybody else is allowed here." And the lady behind the counter that was employed said, "No, he's not." And my husband said, "Yes, he is." And he said, I'm not going to create a fuss, I'll just sit out here, but he is allowed back there." So I went back to where my sister was, and well, before I went back, my husband gave her a card. He carries cards in his wallet about rules, just not to, ha in your face, but to help people become educated, because it's embarrassing. It's humiliating. People don't want to have a service dog, and probably it's for a reason that they're already, uncomfortable in public or things like that. And so he sat down, and I went back, and when I went back there, my sister was still sleeping. Just a minute. I'm heated. I need to wet my whistle. So, the nurse that was back there, I said, "My husband's out in the waiting room. They don't want to let him back because he has a service animal. And is there a problem with him coming back for a reason?" She goes, "Well, I go, she goes, "Does he have his service vest on?" I said, "Yes, he does, but he doesn't have to have one on. Even if he didn't have one on, he's still a service dog. But he wears one because of circumstances like this." "Well, I'd like to, just have him wait." I go, "Also against the law, but," I said, "he's not creating a fuss, so I'm not going to." So I sit and I talk to the doctor for a minute, and I walk out of the room, and I tell my husband we're going to go visit my other sister up on another floor. And we're discussing this as we go up, and he said, "Well, I gave the lady my ADA card." And I said, "When you get a minute, why don't you read this, and, maybe you'll know for next time." She goes, "I don't need to read it." Oh yeah, and when I was back with my other sister, the nurse said to me, "I don't care what the ADA says." Yeah, that's what she said. "And I got your name, girlfriend, don't you worry." So, we get upstairs to my sister's room, where the nurses are just smooching and petting Ralph all over, after, of course, they ask. And my husband took his vest off while we were in the room, so that he knew he wasn't working and he could snuggle his Aunt Annie. and he laid on the bed with her, and she just was glowing. And so anyway, just in small talk, I said that we had had a problem downstairs, and she goes, "Really? Why?" So we kind of told her, and she said, Okay, is my camera flashing for you guys or just flashing for me? That wouldn't have bothered me until I saw the movie It a few weeks ago, and now everything scares the crap out of me. Anyway, so yeah, so when we went back down then, we were waiting for my sister to wake up, and I went back down, and we hardly even got to that counter, and the volunteer lady said, "And sir, you're welcome to come back with your dog." He's like, "No, that's right, I'm just going to go ahead and sit out here, and because they're going to need me to go get the car anyway." So as we were walking down the hall, she said to me, "He's welcome to come back here with the dog. That dog is allowed anywhere in here." I said, "I know, but it's all right." So Emmanuel Hospital in Omaha, Nebraska. Your administration is about to hear from me as soon as I'm done with this video. And hopefully the two of you ladies will become a little more educated about laws. So it was, my husband was mortified, he was embarrassed, and no, not okay. And it's funny because though your service animal is doing you a service, I mean, they become like your kids. So it's like if somebody insults your service dog, it's like they might as well be insulting your kid. Anyway, so that's all I'm saying.